Sponsor is Christian Satori. Alright, you guys, today's sponsor is Christian Satori. Christian Satori.
You can go use the code link
You guys
down
can
below.
buy
Christian
some of the
Satori,
best
Satori
shoes
around.
around. You guys
The
can buy
classic
some of the
black
best
canvas
shoes around.
Canvas. You guys can
The
also
classic
buy it in
fuchsia.
black canvas
So much
canvas.
cool
You guys could also buy
shit.
it in fuchsia.
Cool.
So
So
gear.
much cool
Shit.
Trust me.
Cool
Gear.
these are a fantastic brand.
Trust me. But you guys not
these
only
are-
can
these
you
are
buy
fantastic
shoes, you can
brand.
also buy. But you guys not only
clothing.
can you buy
Clothing
shoes, you
can-
can
does
also
include
buy
some cool
clothing
gear
as well.
Clothing does
but
include some
if you guys
cool
want to use
gear as well.
but
code
if you guys
gaming
want to use
ROG at checkout,
the
code
Christian
gaming
Satori
ROG at checkout
slash
gaming
Christian
Satori.com
put
slash
when you
gaming
check out
Matty
checkout,
rocks.
put gaming
Go down and take down that
Matty
link.
rocks.
When you
At
check out
checkout,
put
now
gaming
remember you might
Matty
be able to get 10%
rocks at checkout
off your order
now
today.
remember
You might be able to get
15% off with the
percent
code
off your order today,
but only if you buy two
15%
products.
off
Remember
with the code.
but
you can get
only
some
if you buy
cool,
two products. Remember
cool puffer jackets.
you can get some cool
cool
socks,
squint
cool
t-shirt,
puffer jackets,
cool
gear,
cool
socks,
squint
remember,
t-shirt, cool
everything
cool
here
gear.
is not
super expensive.
remember,
but it is not inexpensive
everything here is not
so
super
you guys
expensive,
remember
but it is
links
not
down in the
inexpensive
com-
either.
down there.
So you guys remember
Satori,
links down in the
Satori.com
slash
Satori,
gaming Matterrocks. Use code
Satori
gaming
.com
Matterrocks at checkout
slash
to gaming
Matterrocks.
Use
5% off
code
your order.
gaming Matterrocks at checkout to get 5% off your order.
Tapu 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 pura 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 pura.
Alrighty, guys, we are absolutely fully live now. Thank you guys for hanging in there. I know I'm late, but I had some breaking news come through and some of that, and I also wanted to make sure that I don't believe a lot of things these days. To a lot of there's a lot of places where I just don't go out and believe everything that is being said, because there's like I take things with a grain of salt. I take things out there with a small thanks to Adriana Alexandria, and thank you Olga for all of you guys here, but trust me, I don't believe everything that is being said by the left, but I also don't believe everything that's being said by Donald Trump. Okay? And it's the same way. It's like I don't trust anything that I don't trust anything pretty much to the right and the left and Trump. Pretty much there's I have to because sometimes the left will say something that's not the truth, And now, can I take this? It's 44 pounds. I have a major engine, so I think I can take this. But there is this thing where, you know, and the reason why I say I don't believe everything that the left says, and it's not like I am out there forcefully saying bad things about the left or the right, because like I said, there are some times where the left does say something that irks me the wrong way sometimes, and it's like I have to go and double make sure that, you know, they're telling the truth. Well, I do want you to actually, like, because, like, I don't believe in like, the way that the left believes, like, I don't believe the way that they have set the trans issue in place with some of these Democrats, basically, like Gavin Newsom, as an example, where I don't believe in Gavin Newsom for him and his anti-LGBTQ sentiment. You know, he's anti-LGBTQ, and it's like, I don't believe in anti-LGBTQ. I don't believe in the anti-LGBTQ movement. I don't believe in things like that. It's for the same reason why I disown some trans people. It's like, if you're transgender and you are believing in Donald Trump, you are not telling the truth. You absolutely are not listening in any way, shape, or form in wanting to choose to support the community. If you are out there and you are believing in Donald Trump and you support the LGBTQ community, you're worse than... Thanks, Papio Cello. It's the same thing. It's like if you're a Christian and you are supporting Donald Trump, it's the same thing. It's like, you support Donald Trump but you're a Christian. Well, let me be clear. I'm also a Christian, and I also stand with God. Yes, the second coming is on its way. Yes, we have, like, I don't stand with the Democrats on the climate change issue. Okay? I'm not a true leftist. I'm not a true person on the right either. I believe that climate change is changing because the Earth is changing, and we're going to see the Earth come back together the way it's supposed to be. And that. But it's also the same thing. It's like, I also stand in supporting my neighbor. I support Canada. I support Mexico more than Trump does. Trump doesn't support them. Trump wants to annex Canada as making it the 51st state. Why don't you get Puerto Rico to become the 51st state? Why don't you get Guam and these other places that already are a territory? Why don't you just get them to become the 51st state? And Donald Trump basically hates Mexicans, but did you know that Texas is like, a lot of these places are Texan, like, Texan is not, if you were born, like, a lot of these places were under Mexican control before. These were all people who are Mexican, who were born here and raised in America, and they were born in Texas or born in California, born in these places. Guess what? Texas used to be where you see a lot of Spanish speaking a lot of the time. You're going to see the majority of Spanish speaking in the major metropolitan areas. You're going to see them more down You're gonna see them more down in these places of Texas and southern states more than you're gonna see them in the northern states. It's not. I'm just saying that it's just typical for it. Because why? Because a lot of these places were, especially Texas, because guess what? Texas was primarily heavily Spanish speaking. Like this country is English. Got majority of the people in this country speak English or Spanish. The majority of it. Okay, I'm not saying that there are other languages that people speak. You know, we got Russian in here. I know because I have a friend who's over here who speaks good English, who actually speaks better English. Who speaks better English than I do, or speaks good English, but his parents don't. It's like we have multiple. We have French speaking here. We have people who speak many different languages here in the United States. United States. United States is not a nation full of you have to speak English, you have to speak this. This country will eventually a lot of people will think that, you know, you go and you look at Japan or you go look at that, then why do you go to those countries? Okay? I'm just gonna tell you, why should you go to Mexico? Why should you go to Canada? Why should you go to these places? Then, if you expect to go to Mexico, you're expected to speak Spanish, and yet every time I hear people, you go down there, you speak Spanish, you speak English, but you're supposed to expected to speak these languages, right? But then you go and look at Japan, and you go to expect to speak Japanese there, but yet. But yet, I see out there people going out there and doing things that are going. That are out there going against the. And then I go out there and I see people going out there against. Against the like it's like you expected to go to a country, you're expected to integrate into their culture, you're expected to understand that what you do here in America, you can't go and just go over there and expect to go to Japan and expect to be rowdy, and noisy. You know? America, we love our things like that, and it's like then I look at people who are here in America, and it's like they're expected that we're supposed to, you know, we're supposed to follow Trump, we're supposed to follow the president, we're supposed to follow these things, and it's like, yeah, he's our president, okay, but do I respect him as a president? No. Do I respect him at all? No. I don't respect rapists. I'm saying that because I don't expect people to. I don't expect people who basically, you know. You know, I don't expect people out everywhere out there. I'm not. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do. Okay, nope. Okay. No, why am I decoupling? Really? Yeah, I was trying to get out of there. And stuff, it's just hard. But it's like, you know, and then there's this thing with all of that, and it's like you're expected to go and live. They're expected to be part of their culture. Now, of course, if you go into these places where you know, you come into America, you're expected to, you know, you come here, we expect you to follow our rulings and expect us to follow our rules. I should have to go to your country and expect to follow your rules. Your rules, your choice. And I'm like, these people in America, these people across the United States or across the world are, you know, I go out and I watch a lot of these people from Japan. Like, I watch three or four people who are not, like, I go and watch and experience, like, Japan. Like, I watch people who are Japanese, who are partial Japanese, partial not. You know, I get people who I love watching it. But guess what? I go to this country to absolutely learn about these cultures and learn and not just go and expect, oh, I'm expected that I can do everything I want in this country because I'm from the United States. The United States, like anybody, if you're coming here to America, you don't have the freedom, you don't have the things that you do in your home country. And there are some things where the United States might be better than for you here in America, but the American dream is not the American dream. And I say this because the American dream, you're expected, like a lot of people say, oh, you'll be able to make it big here in the United States. It's like, yeah, you might be able to make it big here in the United States, but guess what? You can probably try to make it big in your own home country too. You just have to make sure that you're following the rules and following the rules of your country and following the laws of that. But when you see people out here like these Trump supporters, thinking that they know everything and thinking that they're hotshot and thinking that they're going to be able to I don't know why I was having that blinker still going on, but you can't just expect to to break the rules and get away with it. Okay? Because remember, if you think that you're going to be able to get away from it here in the United States, just remember, you're not going to get it away when God decides to come and judge you for the actions you have done. Okay? You're not going to be able to get away from... You'll be able to maybe get away from the law by skirting around the laws and that, but you will never be able to skirt around God's law. And that's just the truth of it. It's like, yeah, I might be doing wrong by God because I'm transgender, but that's my choice. I'm choosing to make that decision. Okay? But I shouldn't have to, but these people who think that like Trump, like, not like, you think that, oh, you're lying because you're not wanting to release these Epstein files now, and like, oh, you were going to release them, now you're not going to release them, and now you're saying that it's Obama and Clinton. What? Are you telling the truth there, or are you lying somewhere along this line that there were never the Epstein files, or whatnot, and it's like you're not telling the truth in all of this? Well, guess what? That's going to bite you in the butt when it comes time to be judged by God. When you make small decisions and you make these decisions, you're not going to get the truthfulness of everything. Thanks for the likes, guys. Make sure you guys, if you guys are enjoying, to hit that subscribe as well. Make sure you guys hit that bell notification with you all. If you guys are watching on YouTube, if you're watching here on TikTok, thank you as well. Make sure you guys are followed, as well as Trovo too. But anyway, it's not like I am, like, I will tell you, it's like, I'm not the only one thinking about, that, I go to a church that ostracizes me for being transgender, of course, but it's like, I'm still able to go to church because, yeah, I might not have everything that I can do in the church. At least I'm still part of the church, anyway. And it's for a lot of you probably think that the church that I belong to is some backwater church that nobody probably heard of. That's actually not the truth. Everybody's heard of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Trust me. They I'm still part of this church, but guess what? Because I know it's true and I know it's the right church. But that's for me to make that own decision. It's your choice to make your own decision to choose how you want to live your life. You don't force people to push your religion onto me, and I don't force my religion onto you. I barely talk about it because it's one of those things where it's hot button topic. The only thing I talk about mostly is what? Hold on. Yeah, it's like I listen and I try my best. It's not like I am absolutely perfect. It's one of those things where people will look at me, will look at the Bible and say, look, you say you follow the Bible, but yet what's the point in not following the Bible if you're going to put out lies and deceit when it follows one of the 10 Commandments? It's when God basically says to love one another, and you're choosing to alienate Canada, or you're choosing to alienate Mexico because you're choosing to ignore that presence. And I don't like getting into religion because it's a hot button topic for a lot of people. But no one is perfect, by the way. It's like sometimes, like, do I help my neighbor all the time? No. There are times where I'm not perfect. I have lied plenty of times before, it's one of those things. I'm one of those people that out there that there's only about few things that I absolutely will not tolerate, and most of the time it's Trump supporters, people who are out there saying that they are Christian and say that you are going to be a born-again Christian, when it's like, have you read your scriptures? Have you actually read it from front to end? Because if you are a born-again Christian, then have you read 1 Corinthians 15, to be honest? Like, the whole thing talks about baptisms for the dead, to be honest. It's for the dead. It's like, you don't, like, it's there. It's like, sorry if the bot got you. I don't know what got you for it. It's just for spamming, I guess. I might change things and shift things around, but it's like I stand with God as much as I can. I'm not perfect at it. Trust me. If I was perfect, I probably wouldn't be here today. I'd probably, you know, it's like I have lied before. I have stolen before. Trust me. I have broken a lot of the 10 Commandments. Trust me. The stealing was actually a lot more when I was a lot younger, and it's like I don't do that anymore. I try not to do that anymore. It's one of those things where I try not to do a lot of these things. It's like, look, it's like, you know, the one thing that you go out there, and I'm going to say this as you probably know what I'm talking about when I say corn. It's one of those things where, you know, people are going to look at that, and it's like, it may be right for some people to watch it, it may be wrong for some people to watch it, and it's like the right want to take away your choice of freedom to watch certain content if you don't want it. It's like they want to take your right away from being able to, you know, read a book. You can, you know, and I'm truthfully saying this because it's like I'm not somebody that goes out there and says you can't go read a book or not. It's just that, you know, we have the right to not go out and watch a TV show. Like I started like one of the things. Yeah, no, and to be honest, you know, ATS is the best game for me right now when I can do it to talk to you guys on things that are absolutely kind of like important. I am not a big into. I'm gonna let you pass by. Let you get because I have enough speed, but I'm no way perfect at driving in this game. Trust me, I have gotten more dings, more dents, and more law breaking in this game than anything, because I can't even drive in real life, to be honest, because I have a hard time trying to see. Like that. But it's one of those things where, you know, and it's like watching certain TV shows. It's like of course, like there are things I won't watch just because it's my choice, and I choose not to watch it because other people say it's a great show, it's an amazing show, like Game of Thrones, for example. I don't sit and watch that. I don't sit and play GTA. Like, you will see that I used to play it a lot, but I don't play it anymore because it just doesn't feel right. And it's just, for me, it's how we perceive the things that we do in our life. And, you know, to be honest, American Truck Simulator is absolutely one of the games that I love to play. And video games are just one of those things where not every game do I actually go out and play it, because it's just not like up to my standards of games to play. You know, I will say it's like I play M-rated games. Of course I do. There are M-rated Final Fantasy games. There are M-rated Diablo like I play Diablo. And, you know, it's not the content, it's not the M-rated, it's like I watch TVMA stuff, I've watched rated R. There are stuff out there that, you know, sometimes a rated R movie might actually be a PG-13 today, and you just gotta be careful what you watch on a lot of stuff. SCS is definitely a great company. They've brought in, I actually still have enough money in my account. I don't have a job at the moment, but I have enough money for my birthday. I'm actually waiting for Euro Truck Simulator, waiting for Pro Mods to update so I can go back to playing Euro Truck, because I actually, to be honest, I actually have a lot easier time driving in Europe than I do driving in America, to be honest. What is the bot doing? Hold on. Oh, it's night. What is Nightbot doing? Hold on. Let me... Because it shouldn't be bending you like that crazy. It could be that you're using a lot of caps lock. Let me... Here. Let me check real quick. Yeah, I trust it. I just don't know what's going on with... Oh yeah, I know why, but if you... Hold on. Could be that you're swearing or whatnot. I don't know. Hold on, I'm checking. We'll upgrade that one. There we go. I fixed the bot a little bit now. You should now not be getting so much. And I forgot I had Nightbot installed on YouTube, because I typically use Stream Elements, but I think Nightbot just kind of... I forgot that it's... Oh, it's... Okay, I fixed it. So you shouldn't be getting into too much. It's like, I don't know why caps for 8. It's like, 8 caps. I was like, I know I moved it up. I moved it up to about 20, 30, up higher. Basically, improved the caps, improved some of those things so that the bot doesn't quite get you. Because sometimes people do. Sometimes it's like, because you know, SCS, you use SCS and then, you know, caps lock because of whatever, but too much of it. Yes, I increased it. So it shouldn't be too much, but trust me, SCS has been around for quite some time. Most people probably didn't know that the only games that they are currently working on right now is American and Euro Truck, and right now I don't have. If we actually look at this, I don't have all the maps. I am missing 6 maps in this game, because I don't have... Because I actually wasn't... I'm somebody that actually likes Euro Truck more, but I'm waiting for Pro Mods to update their thing for it, so that I can run and get Pro Mods working on that. This car's going fast enough for me. You know what? No, you're not. I'm gonna move over. Because I'm going 73. I'm going 62, I might as well. So it's SCS has done an amazing work with this game. There is another one out there called World of Trucks Australia or something out there that takes that to increase the height and level of the game. But I'm like, I think this is just has a lot of the maps available. You know, I used to have pro mods installed on this, and then for Canada, it still does not work on 1.55 because unfortunately they need to work on updating it, and it takes time for them to work on top of that, because when a game gets released for 1.455, it takes time for pro mods to update stuff, and so it's just one of those things that I do love. But I also now I'm going to tell you, it's not sad for me, because one of the other things that I wanted to really mainly talk about is actually the sad day of affairs is that we've lost a icon, but it's not sad for me when we lost a music icon of Ozzy Osbourne, because, you know, I knew, because he had Parkinson's, and he was kind of going out the door on his way out the door at some point, and it's like, a lot of people will say I don't care. It's like, yeah, I don't care if people die, to be honest. The more that you know, I do care when they do die of things that they shouldn't be dying from. You know, people die from diseases all the time. People die from you know, war and stuff, but it's the same thing. It's like I'll tell you, it's like I support Ukraine, I support, you know, do I support Israel? No, a lot of people will say I don't support Israel, but the sad truth of it is I don't support Russia, I don't support Israel, I don't support these things. That's not truth. I support the people within these countries that are having to fight, having to do these things, because, you know, it's the same thing as, like, I don't like what Gaza is doing, but I also don't like what Hamas is doing either. So it's not that I am against, you know, I'm just against killing in general. You know, and it doesn't matter if you're doesn't matter if it's Israel doing it, it doesn't matter if it's China or if it's another country doing it. I just don't like it in general. I just don't like war, and you know, a lot of things is like, yes, I love Ozzy Osbourne, and his music is just absolutely the very good of society for having Ozzy around and his music. Of course, I don't listen to everything from him, and you know, I never listened to Black Sabbath. I never really liked Black Sabbath, but I really liked Ozzy himself. Okay, so we gotta pull up to a way station. Hopefully we can rest up here. Whoops. Okay, so we can't rest up here at this way station. We do need to get some rest. We're gonna have to... Actually, well, that way we could do that there. But then we could also go over here and rest here. Let me see which one's going to be a lot... 17 minutes, but it's going to add 2 hours and 28 minutes to that trip time. Where down here, that's going to add 24 minutes to the trip time. So this is actually going to be a lot better to do that. Yeah, so we'll do this one. So it's you know, I just love music in general, and music is always a treat when I hear music, and of course I listen to everything. I don't listen to just one genre, of course. Mostly I listen to everything except for the really cringy hardcore metal music, and occasionally the only other one I don't listen to very often is rap. And those are just the two things that I don't listen to the most. And I love the fact of the matter is that the music and the things that are out there are just fantastic to hear music and to hear genres from everything. It's, you know, there are some bands I don't listen out there, not because they're a religious band or whatnot. There are some bands that I used to listen to that I don't listen to anymore because of certain stances that they have, you know. And I'm not going into too much detail on every band out there, but there's only one, and what? Okay, so only my vehicle got it. I wanted to know, why did I get that way? I don't know what was going on. Anyway, sometimes in this game I feel like I get dings for when I shouldn't be getting dings. I get trailer damage when I shouldn't get trailer damage. Sometimes, like, the game's not perfect, of course, and, you know, because sometimes I got the AI where they'll just ram into me and stuff, and it's like, they shouldn't be it's like, there's like this one where, yeah, it was weird. I fixed it. I actually went in and it's like, oh, I fixed it enough that it's not gonna ding you too much on it anymore. It shouldn't ding you anymore. But it's, you know, there's and it's the same thing. It's like I don't go out and eat at certain places, not because, you know, there are certain places I won't eat at because it's for the same reason why I don't eat it. It's like I won't eat at Chick-fil-A even though you know, because there are only certain things that I do absolutely will not absolutely eat at, or absolutely buy things. Now, of course, the only thing I will say is, like, if I have to go get groceries at a grocery store or something, that's one place that I will still kind of, I don't care, because if I am at a point in my life where I have to buy the cheapest thing that I can possibly buy because I need to. Okay, this is where I hate night driving, but I have to do this. This is the one part I don't like about it, because it's like in real life I can actually see outside more than I can see in game outside. It's just like sometimes games in the dark, just in general, don't work very well. It's a little bit easier for me to see it outside, I guess, I should say. I think you got caught in swearing. Yeah, being able to, like, see, this is why I hate driving in America. Because I have to swing so wide. Yeah, I'm swinging wide. What's the point? I don't know what the bot's doing, to be honest. I hate driving in America. I seriously do. This is ridiculous. Like, I will be honest, like, us, for driving in America, it's now, of course, I'm gonna use the thing there, but we're gonna repair quick, since I'm here anyway. Oops. No, I don't want to configure the truck. I want to service the truck. Thank you. Yeah, so they only pay $482 on this. Okay, thank you, game. I could have easily just said no. I could have just parked the trailer out on the street, but that's just not right. I'm wondering if there's, yeah. And there's a few things where, you know, I don't use the, I don't know why Stream Elements isn't working through here, because Stream Elements works a lot better than Nightbot, to be honest. But yeah, I could probably make it a lot easier doing that, but I try to keep this as what I try to do is I try to keep the game as close as I can to make the game just as I try not to use so many mods in the game, because I don't think I could use the cab over mod, to be honest, unless it's on the Steam Workshop, to be honest, because I'm running on Linux. But I don't think that would stop me in any way, shape, or form. It's just, I like to keep it. I just have to be better at wide turning, to be honest. And I'm pretty sure the only mods I have on this installed, I only have like one mod personally installed that's actually just actually a couple of mods that are just visually, just a visual mod. Learning cap, okay. Okay, that makes much more sense. You know what? Wait. There we go. I just have a hard time trying to see at night, and that's just in general in this game. For what I think the problem is, it's not like it's like one of the things I've been watching a lot with trucking is, like, ever since I started going back and playing this game again, like, I stopped playing for a while. It's like I missed, like, I basically missed a lot of DLCs for this game. because I didn't play it for quite some time. But I've been watching this video in America, this guy in America who's driving a Scania in America, a European Scania truck that I think I would absolutely have. I think it'd be a lot better for it anyway, because these trucks have a lot better maneuverability than these front these cabovers from Europe. And not having these trucks from the front, and it's with these front nose trucks. But it just, here in America, we just like our things big and tough, and I think it's just more of, you know, there's trucks that we can't even get here that I actually really like and like to see, but it's just we can't get them because it's like a $10,000 truck that's here in America. We can't even get it, and it's like, and you can get it elsewhere in the world, and it's, you know, and it's like, I absolutely think that if we can get these cab over, seeing more of these front nose cabs, I think a lot of times it'd make it a lot easier for these drivers to see, just in general, because, you know, it's a lot harder for these truck drivers. Like, it's harder for them to stop on a dime, but, you know, if they can have like these mirrors in the front mirrors, like, yeah, I have these front in the mirror, but they only go to the back. You can only see in the back, but where, you know, like in these Scania trucks that I drive in Europe, because I actually drive every single truck. I drive every single truck in Europe in my European Truck Simulator, and I find that all of them are actually just still way better than driving in an American truck, to be honest. Doesn't matter if it's a mod or not. It's just like some of these spots are really difficult to drive in general. In general, the turning radius in Europe just does a lot better noise, to be honest. But that's just me, to be honest. There are probably things out there that are just, you know, I don't drive truck for real. I don't drive in general. I haven't driven since since 8th grade. I haven't driven any other truck other than the International and the Volvo one. Only reason why I drove the Volvo is because I initially let you go, and then I can, because I didn't realize I had a green light. Yeah, I find it that the more because I was, when I installed Pro Mods, there was this thing where you know, I could drive any truck I wanted to in the game until I installed Pro Mods. And then when I installed Pro Mods, I wanted to take a Mercedes-Benz, a thing out in Iceland, in Pro Mods. Okay, we're gonna have to go around. But that's okay. And I wanted to drive, like, I wanted to be able to take that Mercedes up and going to Greenland. And I couldn't do it because the truck couldn't handle the highest rated truck couldn't handle the horsepower. So I had to figure out, okay, and then I had to really actually go out and use a Scania that absolutely had the highest horsepower and be able to take the truck up to Greenland, up to the support in Iceland to go to Greenland. And I'm like, okay, well, great. And that's like, and it's like, okay, well, so I guess it all depends on, you know, what you need and what you have. Yeah, I like the Scania trucks, to be honest. But everybody seems to drive the Scanias, so I just wanted to try all of the other ones. My other favorite, I actually, when I started Euro Truck, I don't know why. You know what? Here, I don't know why. It could be. I don't know why. You know what? I'm just gonna see if this stops it for right now. I don't know why it's. I think it's just the swearing. I think that it's there. It's broken. Oh, it's a train going by over there. There, but it's one of those things where I just absolutely, the Scania is just one of those trucks that I absolutely I would drive the like, when I started my truck, I'd actually drive the MAN trucks when I started playing Euro Truck. And then, you know what, I am going to... I have a hard time trying to do this. Especially... Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna get through around that. Let's go with longer distance. Yeah, we'll go with longer distance. I have a hard time trying. This one, I tend to use that one a lot more when I am in this game than I tend to use it in Euro Truck. Because I always hate driving these big trucks. And if that mod, I probably might look into getting a mod for it. But to be honest, I like to keep these games as much realistic as I can. And I'm pretty darn sure if you're gonna stop it here, I am pretty sure you would actually move it into a little bit further than where they sometimes do it. Nothing here from that one. Check the external contracts, see if there's anything here. The only one that we've got is this heavy dozer, which I can't take because unfortunately my truck is not big enough. It's not big enough to take that, and I don't have a lot of time. Yeah, day cabs are a lot easier to drive with, I feel. Hold on, let me check. Company, let me check my driver. My extra driver here. Okay. See what you're doing. I could do some quick jobs. I haven't done quick jobs in forever since I started this journey. Let me go and check services. Let me go check used trucks. I always go to the used truck market because you never know when they have. So we got that international at the lower end. That's the lowest power there. I'm trying to see if I can get another truck in here. So I can get like 3 people going on things. But the only cheapest I can go is up to this Volvo. And this Volvo, is there, but it's like, this Western Star is going to be a lot better than going with this Volvo just because of, the support right there is 4 out of 5. But before I do, I actually want to make sure that I can actually get, let me go to the catalog real quick. I'm not. It's the Western Star, and I don't remember which one. I still can't equip the. I can still equip that onto any vehicle, I'm pretty sure. Let's go to the used truck. Let's go and get this Western Star. Okay. Yeah. Internet, like, I would pick that up, but it's like right there. Like, I'm not gonna pick that up. I might just wait. Now I could easily pick this international up, because I've been meaning to go all international. Anyway, might as well just pick this up. We'll purchase it. It's not gonna be the best quality for it. And then we can take that truck and just actually go to the garage. Go to Seattle. Go and upgrade you. Don't have enough money. No, that's not what I want. Okay. Actually, it's truck manager. We're gonna take this international. We're gonna upgrade you. Yes. Now, of course, that's gonna make things there. So we'll just go back to here. We'll change pretty much the engine for this one, and then I'll just put the engine in that one. I actually, you know what? No. User's not always the best, but, I can't go, well, hold on. Truck dealers. I only have the Kenworth, I only have the Volvo. Freightliner. The Freightliner, the Peterbilt's there. Volvo's there. I've not been able to find an international one though. But let's go explore down here. I'll keep that truck for right now. Cause it's not always good to go used, cause it's more expensive to go used. Okay, so Peterbilt's down in here. Do we have anywhere? Have I visited any place that has an international? Because that's the only thing is I haven't been able to find international. But I can check the world map. I can check the hold on, no, let me. It's been trying to navigate. Yeah, see, I only have those available to me. Okay, so Flagstaff, so maybe we'll just go navigation. And we'll just go quick travel to Flagstaff. It's only gonna cost me $654 to travel Flagstaff, which is fine. And then no, I'm already at Flagstaff. I've already gone to Flagstaff, so I'm good. We'll just have to go over here. Because I think it'll just be a lot easier. Because it's a lot easier, you can quick travel if you need to get somewhere quickly. And we can see how much the International's gonna charge me, because they're just retiring the International Lone Star though. So and I haven't been to Flagstaff per se. I only went by it. So because sometimes, like, seeing what they have it for. Yeah. No cars around. I forgot to signal. Whatever. I'm glad that it's not though, because it would be way too quick job like, and it just makes people think a little bit twice about it. Okay, so the truck dealer is closed, but we can absolutely rest over here. Makes so much more sense. Because I'm not gonna sit and wait. Oh, it's only open Monday through Saturday. I didn't realize that they were closed on Sundays. But so now it's Monday. I can't rest any further, but okay, so the International. Okay, so we've got the International L day cab is just to get that itself. International LT. Now, The international LT is there for it. Now, if we actually go to the used, if we go and look at our used trucks, I could easily resell that. But there is no I bought the only international, and I believe the international that I bought was the International 99,000i, which is not available in the international place to buy. So that's kind of where sometimes I go to the used market to look for trucks that I can't buy in these markets. Like a lot of people will, you can't just go and buy everything at the dealership, because sometimes these are retired vehicles. But when you go to buy the buy this, for example, and then I say, okay, let's go to fleet options, and then you look at this, and it's like list price is 132,000, and once you buy it for the first time, you can buy it again. You can buy it through here, and already, it's already going to be able to be there for you. It's like a little cheat to get around the being able to buy a truck that you can't necessarily buy here. So it gets a little bit around it, where you can't just go and buy directly out of just going fully directly doing it that way. So that's the easiest way to do it. So buying the International 9100, actually it's a lot cheaper for me to do it this way. And plus, mostly I just give it to my drivers anyway, and it's not gonna give them any issues. Me, it'll have more issues. But I always check the used market for some of those things where I can't go to the international or go to these things to do it. Whoops. I don't know why I clicked. I need to go to company, go to truck manager, because I can easily upgrade this truck from here, because it's actually going to be a little bit and we'll start with this. Okay, so it still needs upgrading. It still needs upgrading and some work to it. For it. So there's no anyway for that's if I do this, I don't have enough to upgrade to the 57 for it, so it's like I might have to just go back to Seattle, which it is free. If I'm not mistaken, I can travel back to Seattle. I think I can do this. Let me clear my order. Let's go to travel, to quick travel. Okay, no, it's... Okay. Yeah, free to change garage. I didn't do that right. Hold on. I can do this. We can reload load a save. I did not save this, but I can go back and reload this. Yep, and I still have that vehicle, but I don't have, like, I'm here in Flagstaff. I might as Well, we'll just travel up here and go get rest. Go get rest anyway, because I have to rest. I don't care. I will travel a little bit down here, even though, you know, so that I can have the international, so I can come back and remember this anyway. Yeah, because I remember that you have to travel to, it'll cost you if you travel. Discovered for a cost. Yeah, because I can do this, and then we go to driver manager. Not driver, truck manager. And all I have to do is click on drive it, because it's still going to be damaged so heavily that I can't go out and that I'm gonna have to go over there to fix it. But I don't mind it being yellow, to be honest. Of course, I did this the wrong way. I need to do it the other way. You can do it. You can pick up it when you buy a vehicle. You can just travel to your garage. Of course, I'm gonna have to take this to the thing to get it fixed, which is weird that they allow you to like drive this to a thing and it's still got damage. It's just weird. This one, I'm going to stick to just using international. It's 5:29 a.m. I'm not going to be in trouble. In trouble. If I get in trouble, I'll get in trouble. I always forget to do that too, to be honest. I'm surprised this vehicle hasn't gotten like I'm gonna go this way, because every time I go the other way I always feel like I make the wrong decision. I hate driving in Seattle though, a little bit. But I picked where this is where I started. Yeah, I'm gonna cut you off. My bad. I'm surprised my vehicle has not said me, oh, you need to, your engine's broken down. Yeah, right here, right here, you can repair your vehicle at a Kenworth. It's like in real life, I don't think you would, unless I'm mistaken. Yeah, it sounds healthy to me. Oops. Brakes are squeaky though. That's why I'm coming over here to... Yup. To service recommended. And then... Just watch this. Just watch this. I'm gonna hit confirm, and it's gonna tell me, oh, this is gonna cost me this much, but oh, I have coin insurance. Okay, that makes sense. I actually have insurance. That's why. And it won't have any problems with it now. So now let's go to truck configurator again. It'll still be a bad choice, but I can still slowly work on it after giving. I actually like the light wood. We'll go with that. Get the inside a little bit upgraded. The age of Steam. I do like to see what do we, because sometimes these vehicles do have ones that are exclusive. Union. Trinity. Okay. And I might just keep it. And I might just keep it the sunny yellow and just let it go, because this ain't my vehicle. I'm not going to be driving this for a little while. Save me some money in case I have to pay my loans back, because I'm still having to pay my loans, so what I'll do is I'll just clear the new modification, put the light wood in here, just because I actually do like the light wood, and then let's go inside the truck. Let's change the wheel at least. Where's the... Do I not have the international in here at all? This to me feels like it's a retro truck anyway. But no, we don't have the international. It'll just fit well with a nice accent anyway. Well, no, I thought I had the international, to be honest. And I don't. Yeah, there are better wheels that unlock later. Trust me, I know. Okay, so the truck is, I believe, usable enough for another driver. And the driver, so we'll go do services. I actually might drive this one myself. and let somebody else drive the other one, because you know what, because they're so much newer. But and then I'll drive this one for a while. But then again, I'm still trying to debate whether or not. No, let's see. Let's just drive this a little bit. You know what? Actually, I'd like to look at the catalog real quick, because you can Truck Explorer allows me to. Whoops, where are you? Yeah, because like the kit, like the there, and then okay, no, you only got a 600 horsepower on this, so it might just be better for my truck driver to use this instead of me. And it's already got the max shifter anyway, so I don't know how big, I don't know how much I'm going to be able to do it in general. Now I'd like to see, do I get the international? And it's like, yeah, there's not much. Ooh, I like that retro bone. Yeah, I got what I needed for it anyways, but I think I'll just drive it for a little while. I can always, you know, I can always change my driver after a little bit. Anyway. And it's better to have, like, I saw the opportunity, I'm going to take the international one. So let's do that. And then it's time for me to actually, let's go to services. Let's go to recruitment agency. Now, of course, I do want to keep, I don't have a lot of recruitment early. You're the only one, because I believe that's going to be longer distance, and having a little bit longer distance is going to allow for me to have a little bit better money. You're good too, because I like my eco-friendly, but I think anything with a 4, no. Okay, so you're at 361, you're at 360, everybody's at 361 except for you. And you, except for you three. You know what, Raph? You're hired because you have the best availability. And you're gonna use my truck for a little while, my starter truck. Actually, to be honest, my starter truck was actually the Volvo, because I marked that as my favorite. But anyways, I'm gonna leave it there for today, though. If you guys would like to see more content from me, I will actually be live again tomorrow, for more Your American Truck, here on YouTube. Today's date, because I always do the date for the day. But I will be live tomorrow with more American Truck. But of course, I might also be live tonight, depending on when my friends get on, because we're playing some Call of Duty tonight, some Black Ops 6. So if you want to see that, unfortunately it's not here on YouTube, because YouTube does be a butt if I go live twice in a day or whatever. So if you guys want to see that, that'll be over on the Trovo side. and the TikTok. Both of those are live every day, both times. But we'll be back again tomorrow, probably about 3-4 o'clock, until about 5:30, a little over it. I have not done Convoy yet, but there is this other mode that I actually wanted to share with you guys as well. That I know Convoy is fun. Let me go to Truckers MP. Unfortunately, I cannot use it on Linux though, because of this. But the other one I do also have used before is Truckers MP. And this is where you can have more than just 4 or 5 people in a convoy running through it. There's not a lot of players trucking though because of probably convoy and stuff, but I can't run it on through Linux because Linux is really dumb about it. But I don't really use MP either. But you can do it through here. And Truckers MP uses simulation, does remove the cars though. So I don't know if that's different between Convoy and Truckers MP. Truckers MP does not have oh nice. I don't know about if pro mods I mean not pro mods, but if Truckers MP absolutely does not allow mods in their code, so you can't use Truckers MP for your own custom mods and stuff. You just have to use whatever is available to you. I just recently switched over to Linux. It's not something I just out of the blue willy-nilly switched over. I can't fully switch over from Linux on my main computer though, on my streaming computer, because Stream Elements does not run on Linux. They are working on, apparently 3 months ago they said that they were working on Linux, but they have no time frame on when they're going to get it done, so it's like, I don't think they're ever going to, because they have a Mac OS, and that has been out for a while, and they just haven't gotten it going. I've been using bazzite, and only because I'll look at Zorin at some point. Probably, we'll see. Because I always like to pick one and just go with it and not change, because I'm just that kind of person. But I'll look into it. But anyways, guys, I do gotta get off because I do gotta go make some supper. I'll be back on about 9 o'clock tonight. If you're watching here on Trovo, remember hit that follow on Trovo and TikTok. It is free to do so. I'll be playing some Call of Duty then. If you guys are here on YouTube, remember hit that like, that subscribe, and make sure you guys hit that bell notification with the all, because you know YouTube doesn't send out the notifications all the time. I do at least remember to post notifications in the afternoon on my Blue Sky account, but I hardly ever forget to do that sometimes too. So it's just a good idea to that's actually not true. Saying where I cannot add to it. Yes, bazzite might be locked down in a sense of that, but I actually have been going through and you can actually add to it. It's immutable where you can't go in and do a lot of the root changes, but you can still install a lot of stuff, and I've been using it for it. And I've just done it because it just works right out of the box for Steam, because I was going to initially just install this and go use the Steam OS, because that's what I was thinking about it. But I haven't. I'll look into other Linux distros, but I think I just don't want something that I'm going to know that I'm going to end up banging up, because from heaven forbid I've banged up multiple Windows computers because I went to places where I shouldn't have gone, and I did like 4 or 5. Had to go through 4 or 5 different hard drives because in school because I was really bad with it. So that's the only thing. So anyways, I will catch you guys later. What you should probably go look up Toasty Bros on their Castro OS thing. Because they've been also kind of just starting to get into Linux. Another person, the only reason why I kind of started jumping in because somebody else told me I was going to jump in on my laptop. Can't do that because of Stream Elements. I have to stay with Windows on that. I did watch after I switched over. I think like last week. Jay's 2 Cents just finally switched over to Linux too. For one of their things to run for whatever, and it was like it's could have saved him a whole bunch of money trying to do it. So, but anyway, I gotta get off. I will catch you guys